some of you are going to have a hard time believing this, and that's okay. But me and my nephew sat kneecap to kneecap New Year's Eve with my mom, who's resting. God's good. And we talked about the Lord. We talked about the gospel. We talked about the apostles. One specifically was Paul, and how Saul became Paul. With his literal come to Jesus moment, we discussed how after he was lifted of what was placed upon him, he began to testify of Jesus as a Jew. The specific part of the Bible that we were going over was Romans 6 through 8. And what I was trying to relay to my nephew that I discovered or was seeking understanding about was something that Paul describes perfectly to the Romans. He talks about how the carnal man is sin, how our spirit, our mind, our heart can love the Lord and serve the Lord, and there should be no sin in our life. He also talked about how it's not him that does it, but the sin that's in him that's doing it. And I want you to think about the passion, why Christ came for everyone. Think about for a second what that meant. It meant that no one was perfect. It meant that everyone fell short. Paul describes it to the Romans as, yeah, you may be a great person and everything may be on the up and up, but the Lord knows your heart. The Lord knows what you've done in secret. And then those things, whatever it may be, of the inward man or of the outward person, you will be judged. Then he relays the message of how there's nobody that can work their way into heaven. There's no good deeds. There's nothing you can do. But have faith and believe and receive mercy, because that's what's being given. And knowing